Welcome to City Times, your number one place for Manchester City match updates, transfer news, and behind-the-scenes training action. If you love City as much as we do, you're in the right place. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything happening at the City fans. Let's go, Citizens! Manchester City can deliver on exciting Pep Guardiola promise at Newcastle. Manchester City head to Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup with eyes on the first domestic trophy of the season. Pep Guardiola believes success in the Carabao Cup could provide a crucial stepping stone for his new-look Manchester City team ahead of Tuesday's semi-final first leg at Newcastle United. City head to the North East on the back of a thumping 10-1 FA Cup third victory over Exeter City, which has gone some way to restoring the feel-good factor after 3 successive Premier League draws saw Arsenal move 6 points clear at the top of the table. The Carabao Cup offers City the chance to claim a domestic trophy, having only lifted the Community Shield last term. The Blues have dramatically reshaped their squad over the past 12 months, and Guardiola has repeatedly stated how he is seeing positive signs from the new group. Beating holders Newcastle over 2 legs and going on to lift the Carabao Cup trophy at Wembley would be tangible evidence of that and potentially provide a springboard for future success, with City still in contention in the league, FA Cup and Champions League, even if Guardiola believes there are more ways to measure his side's growth than silverware. It's not about winning trophies or not, it's about how the team grows up and gets better, he said. Last season, we didn't deserve to win more than one trophy because we didn't play good. It's not about that. We are here to make the team play better and the satisfaction to make a good performance for ourselves, our fans, and for 95 minutes. That is the point. The things we can do better, do better. When you are in the process, you can fight for the titles and win it, but after that, less compliments the day after, and 3 days after, it is forgotten. That is how you live this profession. Guardiola knows Newcastle will prove stiff opposition and is expecting a tough test from Eddie Howe's side, who have won 11 of their last 13 games on home soil and beat Bournemouth on penalties to progress in the FA Cup last time out. They've done really well for many years and now they are in the semi-finals again, he said. They are champions. It is an opportunity for a lot of us and especially a lot of new players to reach the final. Since Eddie Howe took over, look how many games won in the last minutes. The pride is there, the crowd pushes. It has always been like that in this stadium, but it is a semi-final, and if we have to play against Arsenal or Chelsea, it would be as difficult. I would say it should not be different. Mark Guehi ready to snub Manchester City as new Liverpool or Arsenal revelation emerges. Crystal Palace captain Mark Guehi has been linked with Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester City as he enters the final few months of his contract at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace star Mark Guehi reportedly prefers a move to Arsenal or Liverpool over Manchester City. Guehi almost headed to Anfield last summer before the proposed deal fell through, leaving his future uncertain. The centre-back's contract is set to expire in 2026, and Palace boss Oliver Glasner has conceded that he could depart Selhurst Park this month if a suitable offer comes in. Manchester City, Liverpool and Bayern Munich are all keeping a close eye on the 25-year-old. However, current leaders Arsenal, who extended their lead at the top after a goalless draw with Liverpool on Thursday, have also reportedly thrown their hat into the ring. And The Athletic's Sam Lee has claimed in an interview for the Let Me Talk podcast that City are behind Liverpool and Arsenal in the running for Palace's defender. He said on Monday night, "I was told by somebody who knows what's going on at City, but also I think probably Palace as well." He said he thinks Guehi wants to stay until the summer, and he prefers Liverpool to City in any case. Somebody else messaged me on Twitter X, and I know he's very good on other club stuff. He was like, yeah, he wants to stay until the summer, and he prefers Liverpool and Arsenal. I was like, well, I haven't heard Arsenal, but that kind of tallies what I'd been told the night before. It remains to be seen whether or not Arsenal will be willing to make a bid or bide time until the summer, when Guehi's contract expires. However, the Gunners held an interest in Guehi last summer before deciding to go in a different direction and signed Spain prospect Christian Mosquera from Valencia, while Piero Hincapié also arrived from Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool had a bid of £35 million plus £5 million in add-ons accepted last summer, but did not get that deal over the line on transfer deadline day, and Palace reportedly know they can get a similar fee in January, with City very keen after losing key defenders Josko Gvardiol and Ruben Dias to injury, while John Stones is also out. Honestly, I don't know what will happen, Glasner said about Guehi earlier this week. If you're just valuing sports, everyone in the club will say Mark has to stay. The chairman will tell you the same. But it's not one-dimensional. Nothing in life is one-dimensional. So if you see the financial situation, it's very important. Everybody wants him to play for Crystal Palace, sign a new contract, and stay here forever. That's what everybody will tell you. On the other side, there's the situation the contract ends in summer. And if somebody is coming, there will be a moment when the club says, now the financial issue is more important than the sport issue. I'm not so naive not to know that if a massive offer comes from City and Mark wants to do it, it will happen. Antoine Semenyo. First words as Man City complete £62.5 million transfer. Rewrite history. Manchester City have confirmed the arrival of Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. Manchester City have signed Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth for £62.5 million after negotiating a deal. Semenyo had a release clause for £65 million that became active this month, but after winning the race for his signature, the Blues proposed a different fee structure. The forward joins on a 5.5-year contract and could make his debut in the FA Cup tie against Exeter City on Saturday. The 26-year-old has impressed over the past 2 seasons with Bournemouth and attracted interest from a host of clubs with Liverpool and Manchester United among those keen. But City made themselves first choice, and the Ghana international will add another attacking option to Pep Guardiola's side. Semenyo has scored 10 goals in 20 Premier League games this season, and his attacking instincts, versatility and work rate attracted City to his signature. He joined Bournemouth in 2023 for £10 million and has made more than 100 appearances for the South Coast club, scoring 31 goals. Semenyo came through the ranks at Bristol City before earning his move to the Premier League. He will compete for a position in City's attack with the likes of Rayan Cherki, Phil Foden and Jeremy Doku. Savinho and Oscar Bob are currently injured, and the latter may move on this month. Asked to describe his game, Semenyo said, "Powerful, quick, strong, clinical player. I'm still improving and I feel like I'm still yet to reach my peak. I feel like I've got learning to do and joining City